Well, first off, I'd like to say good morning to everyone, and it certainly is a pleasure to be down here in Ripley County this morning. I know we're kicking off with their Dairy Goat show, and we're going to leave them how they are out here. I like that young lady up front to win this class, and I think that one we talk about just a little bit leveler, a little more length of hip. That one's up front. I think she presents really nice out here, and I think that one skeletally just a little bit nicer. I think the young lady in second, though, I think this one just ideal in terms of condition, young lady, at this stage in the game. I think that one's good and correct at the ground. I just don't think that one maybe is quite as fancy off both ends as what the young ladies is out here. That one really has a nice natural presence. Congratulations to both of you.
Kylie Weber, your first place exhibitor. Leo Weber in second.
Well, young lady brings me out a very nice single entry out here, and boy, this one really gets your attention, young lady. Very clean, got this thing slicked up, a little different at her stage in lactation right now. I think this one, though, really good build, though, and I love the way this one's skeletal design is. Congratulations to you.
Emily Bruner, your first place exhibitor in Alpine 3 and under 5. Now we'll show for your champion Alpine.
Well, we get both of these young ladies out here for division champion, and again, the young lady comes out with a single entry here, and young lady, again, I don't profess to be a dairy guy, but again, out in my comfort zone, this one to me just seems very ideal in terms of condition out here, and man, that one, again, just has some of the extras out here in comparison to the young ladies. Just studying that one skeleton up front, man, that one really gets up tall-shouldered and just really good design from the side, though. I think that one puts a lot of things together for me, champion. We're going to go reserve there. Congratulations.
Your champion Alpine and homegrown champion exhibited by Emily Bruner. Reserve champion Kylie Weber.
Young lady has a single entry out here, and young lady, very nice job at presentation on her, very clean. That one's clipped up nice out here, and I think that one gives you such a good look from the side in terms of balance. Congratulations to you.
Darcy Dean, your first place in the yearling doe, La Mancha.
Well, young lady brings me out another single entry out here, and another one that I think gets out and motors really well. Young lady out of the gate, she's heads up, and I think that one really puts her shoulder blade back and presents her front end really nice out here. Congratulations to you.
Darcy Deem is your first place, La Mancha 1 and under 2. Now we'll show for your champion, La Mancha.
Well, young lady, I think you definitely came back out on the right one, in my opinion. I think we talk about each of these does out here, which one just has the extras up front. That one just a little better in her blade design for me, a little longer, a little leveler in her hip. I like that one's hind wheels, too. I think that one's a notch more secure and just naturally wider. I think that one just puts together a lot better things from a champion reserve. Congratulations.
Darcy exhibits your champion and reserve champion, and those are also homegrown La Manchas. Now we have our Nigerian dwarf classes.
Well, we get out here, and I think we've got two that are awfully young to study out here and just studying kinds. I like that young lady's skeletally just a little bit better, and I think that one, a neck and just a little bit better hip in her out here. I don't take anything away from yours, young man. I think that one, another one that's good at the ground, and again, just studying that one off of both ends. I think that one, we step into the show ring, just a little fancier. Congratulations to both of you.
Laney McGuire, your first place exhibitor. Jackson McAdams, second.
Well, young lady, I'm way in on this one's color pattern. I think that one really grabs your attention from there, but I think that one physically, though, studying her center body and rib and how wide she is out here, I think that one really gives you a nice look. Congratulations to you.
Shaylin McGuire, your first place exhibitor.
Well, we have a big class, and I think lots of quality out here, just studying their skeleton, studying feature and bone, and all the things that they put together as females out here. And I think, again, just a lot of good quality. I think as we step up and we get closer to the front, I find ones that, to me, a little bit better or more exotic in their skin or cage and skeleton, ones that have just a notch more natural width and just ring presence up front. We're talking a little extra length of neck, a little extra blade length, and how they're built. I think these two I like an awful lot in the way that they're made out here. I think this one right here, the young lady has that leads off. To me, that one just combination and what she puts together out here, I think they both match up really well. This young lady's here, and get in behind them. This one hawks in just a notch more, maybe doesn't quite have the width right here out of her hip and pin set like that one does. I think she has quite a bit better natural stance to her from behind. I think both of them awfully good though up on top. Then we get into another one the young lady has, and this one's maybe not as far along as maturity, young lady, and try to keep that in mind out here as I'm studying them. I think of the remaining ones out here, that one's build design is so good. I think that one's skeleton is right. We get her out here, just might be not as much extra. And again, I still think that one's build gets her up, because as we get down, we've got two behind her that are a little bigger in terms of size out here. As we get off to both ends of them, they just get maybe a notch rounder. They get maybe a little bit deeper out here, but you guys have done a nice job feeding them and bringing them along thus far, though, really presented nicely out here. I think then we get down to two at the bottom end here that maybe just don't have those extras in terms of extra width, extra balance out here, but they're really good in their basic build out here, and they've done a nice job with them. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Addison Hughes, your first place exhibitor. She's also exhibiting the second place, third to Allie Blevins, fourth to Ava Pittman, fifth to Allie Blevins, sixth to Zoe Meir, and seventh to Savannah Siebert.
Well, I think we've got three out here that just are all completely different in kind and difference, and maybe a little bit more in maturity out here as we study them. And I think the young man's, that one's really cleaned up nice and fitted up nice. I think that one's really got lots of good things about her in terms of extra width and look from the side. To me, just puts a lot of things together as a female. I think the other one that matches her, when we talk about just center cage and underline and look that this one offers, I do like that one in second an awful lot. She's maybe not as clipped up as nice, or maybe as clicked up as what the young man's is up front. I think that one's balance though is really good in skeleton. Just give me more of her out here to get around that one for this particular judge. I think then we talk about the one in third, and boy, you got two ahead of you that are awfully tough, and I think this one, just keep feeding on her, keep growing her out. I think that one will turn out nice. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Dakota Helcher, your first place exhibitor. Jackson McAdams second, and Shane McAdams in third.
Well, I think we've got two does out here that are a little different in terms of kind, and I think, again, it just comes down to maybe some preference as a judge, because I've got one in second. That one is big-footed, wide, and opened up, and then I've got one in first that, to me, is just presents a little neater from the side. I think that one's angulation in her blade and out of her hip a little better. I think her hock lays in her just a little bit more correct from behind, and I think, again, though, you just got to be willing to give up some width and some mass in that doe to get her up. I think she's got plenty, young lady, and I really like the way that one presents. I think this one in second, though, and again, I just get in behind her, and man, I wish this one was just a little better out of her hip and her hind wheel, and I think there from her hip forward, though, that one presents a lot of things that are really good as a female. Both of them, congratulations to you.
Allie Blevins, your first place exhibitor. Elena Dickman in second.
Well, I think, again, we've got a perfectly good example right here of where we've been landing all day as we go. I think the young lady that leads up front, man, that one is just presented so nicely. I think that one's blade angle is so good. Length of neck, condition on that one for me. And, again, I think that one just really good skeletal build. I love her balance out here. I think the one the young man has in second, I study her in the center part of her body, and that one as a female offers a lot of capacity and width. I think that one's wide from behind. Just need her to be fancier out of her hip, a little fancier and neater up in her blade if we're going to get around that one. Congratulations to both of you.
Allie Blevins, your first place exhibitor. Shane McAdams in second. Now we'll show for your champion, Nigerian Dwarf.
Well, a very competitive division out here, and again, all of these exhibitors have done such a good job, getting them out here, getting them to present, and man, congratulations to all of you to making it out here. I think again, it was important to get the seconds back out here, so that again we can give everyone as much recognition as we can out here. I think that's the goal, to really get and show off what they've been working hard for and what they've been doing all year. To get ready out here, and I think we've got a great set of first place does out here that match up really well, and I think there's a few that I'm not going to go through and talk about each one of them, but I know that I had a good class of these. Blue roan is a color pattern on those two, and I like the way those two complemented each other really well. I think, again, just some of the things that they offer as females and their balance. You get out here in the show ring, and they really present very nicely out here. I think we had a couple other does that really stood out from that standpoint, and some seconds over there that really hit me hard. And we had a doe that come out of that last class, and man, we didn't have another one out here that looked like that one, and that one's got so much extra length of body and balance, and she's so good looking up front. I think that one, though, you get in behind her and she has such a wide, correct stance, and she's really good out of her hip, and man, I think that one's just got all the things that I'm looking for out here. I like her to be champion in this division. Congratulations.
Ali Blevins exhibits your champion, Nigerian Dwarf.
We get out here for reserve, and I think another one that I like an awful lot that maybe doesn't have that extra length of body or just that extra length of hip. That's what I needed out of that one, but I do like a lot of things about her. We're going to make this one reserve. Congratulations.
Addison Hughes exhibits your reserve champion. Now we'll leave our homegrowns in to show for your homegrown champion and reserve champion.
Well, we get out here in your homegrown division, and a very good set of does there to represent for homegrown out here. And I think as we get out here to select them, there's a few that stick out pretty well for me. And man, I talk about this young lady here, this all-black one I like an awful lot out here. Very young lady, but again, just studying these out here, I think that one's build kind is very good. I like her to be champion out here. We're going to follow up with that one for reserve. Congratulations.
Okay, Allie Blevins exhibits your champion homegrown, and Shaylin McGuire your reserve champion homegrown.
Well, we get out here and again, just sorting between these two, and again, just studying them. I know that young lady's having a little bit of a tough time, and I hope you're okay, young lady. And again, out here, that doe is being a little bit of a pain, but man, I do like her an awful lot out here. I think as we talk about her and her stance out here and just neck length and blade design, I think is awfully good out here in this class. I like her to win this class, and I think that young lady going to be second out here, and I think again, this one maybe doesn't proportion quite as well from the side, but I do like her hind wheels, maybe a notch better out here, and congratulations to both of you.
Gracie Weber, your first place exhibitor. Kylie Weber in second.
Well, we get out here and again, just being a Borgo guy and a livestock guy out here trying to sort some dairy goats as we get out here. We've got two that are in full lactation right now. As we talk about these two out here, I think they're both very, very good presented and very nicely out here. I think just studying them out there, that one just seems a notch more uniform. That one to me just seems a notch better in her build, especially up front. I think that one's design is really nice out here. I think this one young lady that we've got, as we talk about her out here, I think again that one just skeletally, I think some very nice things about her, and just talking about her out here in this lineup. And again, I just see a few extra things in that one's kind, and I don't think that one there's anything wrong with her. To me, that one's just a little neater. Congratulations to both of you.
Darcy Deem, your first place exhibitor, and Savannah Weber in second. Now we'll show for your champion, Nubian.
Well, we get out here in this division, and again, just studying them out here in terms of kinds. Man, the one that's just so up and out, tall-fronted, good-necked, and I think that one, in terms of condition, to me seems very nice out here. And I think that one's body lines and type just reads so well out here in terms of balance and correctness out here. I think it gets close for me between reserve in this division, between that young lady in second over there. I liked a lot of things about that doe, and this one the young lady's having a little bit of a tough time with. But I think that one, to me, if I'm trying to be consistent as a judge, to me I read the same body lines and type in that one as I do this doe out here. To me, that one's just a little bit better in terms of her pieces that she offers. I like that one to be champion. We'll follow up with that one for reserve. Congratulations.
Darcy Deem exhibits your champion and your champion homegrown, and Gracie Weber, your champion and champion homegrown Nubian does.
Well, just studying kinds and studying maybe some body condition score on each one of them out here, and just trying to find the one that represents totals. Which one checks the most boxes out here in terms of qualities that you like, and that one's got all the size and length of body, and I think that one's ideal in terms of condition, really good necked out here. I think that one offers a lot of good things, young lady out here, and together balance and look. I think the other one that looks like her and it's very similar in terms of kind, maybe not quite as out there in terms of just upper hip and pin set, and I think that's where that one gets beat out here, but man, that one's very similar in kind, and I want to try to be as consistent as I can. I like those two an awful lot from that standpoint. I think it's a matter between 3 and 4, which one's a little better in terms of condition. I think that one in third out here, and again, I think that one's still good enough, young lady, in terms of skeleton to get around her, and I like her condition a little bit better than the one in 4. Young lady, if we could just tone this one down a little bit. I think she gets just a little bit too heavy out here, and again, I think that one though has a lot of good things though as a female. Still, center body's very good, nice pin set. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Zoe Meir, your first place exhibitor. Zoe also in second. Bella Stone third, and Allie Blevins in fourth.
Well, young man, you bring me a very nice single entry out here, and boy, that one comes out of the gate, and I think that one really skeletally just does such a good job filling her tracks, one that is very smooth and good in her top line out here. I like that one in terms of condition. Congratulations to you.
Patrick Meir, your first place exhibitor.
Well, we get out here, and again, I think it's awfully close, and one that's maybe got a notch more just size and frame to her. And then I've got one in second that's more feminine in her head, a little more feminine up in her neck and her blade out here. I think that one's a little bit better in terms of condition. And maybe the one in second, for me, just gets a little bit heavy, in my opinion, out here. And again, just talking about her, I love how that one is really tall fronted, though, and has a nice hind leg in her out here. And again, those are the differences I see out here between the two. Congratulations to both of you.
Zoe Meir, your first place exhibitor. Darcy Demon, second.
Well, we're going to leave them how they are as they come out. And young lady, I like that one an awful lot out here. I think that one really motors around the ring well. And man, that one's blade design lays in her so well out here. I think that one skeletally is built right. And man, we've got a big full udder in her out here. I think that one just has a lot of things that she offers in terms of extras out here as a female. Young lady, again, I think that one's awfully tough in front of you. In my opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with your doe out here in terms of condition and balance. She just maybe doesn't have those extras, extra frame, length of body, and look that I need out of them. I think that one's awfully good. Congratulations to both of you.
Bella Stone, your first place exhibitor. Allie Blevins in second. We'll bring back those class winners to show for your champion recorded grade doe.
Well, we get out here for your champion in this division, and I think there are several good does out here. And on the second place side, just getting them out here and studying them out. And again, just trying to keep them maybe a little lighter in terms of condition and more appropriate, and just how they're presented out here. Maybe what the things, the time and energy they've put in them, you can tell, man, they really are going above and beyond out here, getting these things presented. And my hat's off to all of you out here thus far. I think we try to find those does that maybe reach the farthest, that set the bar the highest in terms of frame, length of body, look out here, and balance. And the three that hit me awfully hard. I think that one's lines and length of hip and just the way that one gets out. There's not another doe out here that mimics that one from the side and just how she is built. And again, I think we got two on each end, though, that match up really well. This young lady comes out of a really younger class, but man, I think there's a lot of good in that doe, young lady. And I think that one really make a nice female. Just the more that one goes, I think the better she's going to get. I think this one right here, young lady, just has all the totals. I think that one really hits me with a lot of quality out here. I like that one to be champion. Evolve that one for reserve. Congratulations.
Bella Stone is your champion and homegrown champion, recorded grade exhibitor. And Zoe Meir is your reserve champion and homegrown reserve champion exhibitor.
Well, young lady, again, I get out here, and I never professed to be a dairy person by any means, and so I do apologize if maybe I'm not talking all the important things that we need to out here. But man, that one comes out, and I don't care what kind of livestock you're studying. That one's lines are so out there. Front end is built so nice, and she presents really well up front. That one's got a long, level hip in her out here, and didn't see many out here that come out that have that kind of top line, and I think that one's good condition-wise out here. Congratulations to you.
Emily Bruner, your first place exhibitor.
Well, young lady, it brings out another one, single entry, and man, I think that one's angulation is built really nice out here. Again, another one that I love the way she presents out here, and I think that one really putting everything into her utter body condition, to me seems very good out here. Congratulations to you.
Emily Bruner, your first place in the Sonnen 2-year-olds. Now we'll show for your Sonnen champion.
Well, young lady, personally, I'm very happy you came out on that one. To me, that one's better in her hind wheels. To me, that one's bigger, just a notch better in the way her stance is from behind in terms of width. And that long level hip that she has out here, I think just allows for her to present with so much extra look and balance. And for me, that one's pieces, to me, read a little harder to make just in any sort of livestock. That one's lines are right. Should be champion. Follow up that one for reserve. Congratulations.
Emily Bruner exhibits your champion and reserve champion Sonnen.
Well, we get up here and it's such a good class. A lot of different variety though of types and kinds. And so, as a judge, want to make sure we get them lined up maybe as consistent as we can. And I've got a doe in third that I think that one's either got to win the class or be third, because I've got two that are very similar. And man, that one that wins, to me, just built so nice from the side. Young man does a very nice job getting her presented out here. I think that one really good in her blade angle, and the condition out here is very good. Getting behind her though, and man, that one's wide, and her stance very good in her hind leg. I think that one to me just reads very genuine in her kind. I think the other one that looks like her, that follows her in terms of kind, this one's maybe not quite as good in terms of that length of hip or that angulation to her hind wheel like that doe out here. Man, that one really presents out here very nice. So I think they both match up very well. This one the young lady's got in third. This one's not as far along, young lady, in terms of size and maturity, but I think of the remaining goats that we've got, that one to me is built the best out here. I do like that one's upper hip and how that one really lays in nice out here. And again, I think it just comes down to who's holding the microphone. That one to me just maybe doesn't balance quite as well as the couple of the others, but I think those three are awfully good. We get another one the young lady's got out here, and this one we talk about her, a lot of good pieces on this one, young lady. Just need to get them to fit together a little neater out here. And then we've got two that just need more time getting them feeding, and just keep bringing them along. Both of them very nice in terms of skeleton. Just give me more out here in this particular drive, but congratulations to those exhibitors as they exit the ring.
Dakota Helcher, your first place exhibitor. Briar Mears second. Gracie Weber third. Savannah Weber fourth. Savannah Dowers in fifth. And Haley Dowers in sixth.
Well, we get out here, and again, I never want to get outside of my knowledge zone. But man, just studying these things as they come in, man, I think these two get a little closer for me. That one, the young lady leads off with, though. Young lady, I know a showman when I see one, and man, the extra time that you put into trying to adjust that one's head, and how you always get their front end positioned, and just the way you get their stance put together. I mean, I'm not a typical one that judge in the dairy ring, but just knowing good showmen in any ring, the confidence you exude, the extra and little things that you put into that one, I just want to compliment you on a job that I think you do a very nice job getting them presented. They always do such a good job out here. I think that one, build-wise, though, to me is the best out here. To me, the most exotic in terms of being a tall-shouldered one that really presents nice, good in her top line, and man, that one's hind leg is right out here in this drive. I think the other one, between the two, it's a matter of build for me. I think when we watch them go around the ring, this one really good up in her front end. I think that one a little neater. I like the way that one balances a little better. There's not as much of her, though, as the one in third out here, and I think that's what keeps the gap close for me. And heck, you know, that one right there, if we could just get her to balance a little better from the side, or her shoulder just gets a little deeper and a little farther forward, and that one just can't get her lines maybe to fit together as well. And then we've got one in four, young lady. I think that one's basic build is very good, but man, that one needs more extras if we're going to work her up higher in class. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Emily Bruner, your first place exhibitor. Briarmere second. Kylie Weber third, and Leah Weber fourth. Now we'll show for your champion AOB.
Well, we get out here for your champion in this division, and I think we had two out of that early class that are both very competitive. And again, just, you know, watching those two as they come out, and I think a guy could switch them up if you wanted to out here, and no doubt about it. I think they both complement each other really well. If I could put them both together, I think I'd have one heck of a doe out here in this drive. And I think that's what it comes down to, because I get one out of this later class that I think represents totals. There's not another one out here that I think presents with that one's extras and balance and just natural ability and presence out here. And then I've got one in second, though, that I think rivals her. Maybe one that's a little bigger framed out here, a little bit more size to her. But again, we talked about where she needed to be a little better, but I think they match up really well. We're going to go champion reserve. Congratulations.
Emily Bruner is your champion exhibitor and your homegrown champion. Briarmere, your reserve champion and homegrown reserve. Okay, your grand champion drive, your Alpine exhibitor, Emily Bruner. Your La Mancha exhibitor, Darcy Deem. Your Nigerian dwarf exhibitor, Ali Blevins. Your Nubian champion exhibitor, Darcy Deem.
Walk all the way up to where Emily stops.
Your recorded grade exhibitor, Bella Stone.
Where are you at? You in first place?
Your Sonnen, Emily Bruner. And your AOB exhibitor, Emily Bruner.
She at first? You first? Yes, that's first. Okay, right here. Come up a little bit. These two are together. Oh, those two together. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, folks, those of you around ringside, if you would, put your hands together for our champion drive out here, if you would. Outstanding set of females out here, and again, if your background is dairy, and obviously I would say most of you are being around the ring, it doesn't take very long to understand the guy holding the microphone is not. And so again, I want to apologize to anyone if I maybe have offended you or maybe I didn't talk the right things. They asked me to fill in on this, and I'm a Borgo guy. So again, I don't ever want to be someone to profess to be a dairy guy by any means, and I know where my comfort zone is, but I'll always step in, and I know that just with my little bit of knowledge messing with it, I know that skeleton and body lines and design are all the same in any livestock. And I was a collegiate judging coach and judging coach in high school as well, and so I've been at all levels when it comes to just studying livestock. And I know, man, ones that are good looking, ones that come in the ring that hold their lines together are harder to make. Again, I know that condition is maybe some of the things. I know talking maybe some udder design out here and teat placement and teat size, and those are the things that maybe I'm not in that comfort zone to be able to talk to you about, and I know that's very important in the dairy end of things. And so again, I do apologize on that, but I was glad to try to step in and help in any way I could. I think these things have been presented very nice. I think the quality of showmanship showman has been very nice, and man, I just think top notch on sportsmanship and everyone out here. It's been a really good show thus far on my end as far as sorting through them. I think I have a few that stand out for me as females, ones that really present. I like them to come in and be running uphill, good lines, and ones that are maybe a notch harder to make. And this young lady down here has really come in with several does today, and every time, young lady, you just get the way you get them positioned out here. I think you're such a good showman from my end, and again, I've been comparing a lot to this doe throughout the rest of the day. I saw her early, and man, I liked so many things about her, and again, I think that one, just the way her blade lays up in her, and how feminine that one is, and how correct that one's hind wheels are, and just to me, that one's teat size is larger but uniform, and again, I like a lot of things about her in terms of body condition, score, balance. She checks a lot of boxes for me. I like that one best. She's going to be champion out here. Congratulations.
Emily Bruner and her Alpine are your grand champion. That's also homegrown grand champion.
Well, we get out here for a reserve, and again, the young lady comes back on one that I thought was really just so much different than the rest when talking about length of hip, and the way that one gets out in motors, I think is really ideal out here. I liked your other one out of that class, young lady. I think those two, just skeletal build and design, I think are awfully good. This doe right here, I come back to her, I think that one really hit me hard too. And again, maybe some things need to be a little different with her upper hip. And I know that, again, we talked about her, just being fresh, having a few kids and just in a couple of days. So I understand timing on everything, but just getting out here and getting them to present. And again, we'll find the ones that I think reach the farthest and set the bar the highest out here. I think that young lady has another one that's awfully good. I like that one to be reserved. Congratulations.
Emily Bruner with her Sonnen is your reserve grand champion. We'll need to leave the homegrowns to select a reserve homegrown grand champion.
Well, we get out here for your reserve homegrown in this division. And again, so many good quality does along that side that we had that were reserve in their division. And we had a bunch out here that I liked an awful lot. Young lady, this one maybe is not presenting her best today, and I understand why, and I get that. Today is show day, and again, just needing that one to hold herself together a little neater. But I still think that one is good quality. I like her an awful lot out here. So many things that she offers, and femininity and balance, though her front end's nice. I like that one to be reserve out here. Congratulations.
Darcy Deem exhibits your reserve grand champion homegrown. So are we looking for produce of dam? Teresa, produce of dam. Are we looking for produce of dam? All right, next class we're looking for mother-daughter.
Well, just taking a scan around and just studying them and kind of reverting back to the show a little bit. And then as they come out here, just I love this division. I think this one is always a teacher and maybe the best tool if you're wanting to raise them out here. And as a judge, just studying kinds. You get those out here and this mother-daughter division, or we get some out here. And again, just seeing what they can produce and what they can generate. And are we making them better in the next generation? Are we putting together the right pieces? And man, I think these things are awfully good out here. And again, I had two that hit me awfully hard in the show. One had a particularly good day, and the other one won her division. And I like those two an awful lot. They come out here, and man, those things just demand your attention in terms of lines, in terms of balance, and man, the extras they offer in terms of their width of stance and how big pin they are out here. I mean, that's just good livestock right there. I like those two an awful lot. They're going to be champion in this division. Congratulations. And I believe we have a reserve in this division as well out here. And man, I think it gets close out here, but I like those two an awful lot out here. And I believe that one was champion in her division, and that one did awfully well too in division. But I like the way those two match up awfully well too. They're gonna be reserved. Congratulations.
Your champion mother-daughter goes to Emily Bruner. Your reserve champion to Allie Blevins.
Well, we get out here in this division and just studying them as we go through. I think, again, down here on this end, these two gentlemen have two does that I think are awfully competitive out here in the way that they're built. And we've got two right here that I think are also very competitive in this division. And then, just trying to find the ones that push boundaries the hardest. I think a guy lands on this pair right here and the ones up front. And young lady, just talking about that doe and the way that she presents out here, and that one just has so many extras, and get on them behind her and on top from the side. That one presents so well out here, and we talked about the pieces that one offered out here and some of the things that she does really well as a female. And then we've got two right here that I think are very consistent in terms of kind. Both of them are very good looking does from the side that are very built, very skeletally correct out here. I think it gets close between them, and again, just trying to find the ones that push boundaries the hardest out here. I like these two right here. They're going to be champion. We'll follow up with these for reserve. Congratulations.
Emily Bruner, your Producive Dam champion, and Zoe Meir, your reserve champion.
Well, we get out here for your champion in this division, and man, we got a lot of good does out here. We've got a lot of just a competitive nature out here, and I love it. I love every minute of it, and just trying to find the ones again that stand out to me in terms of being uniform, ones that push boundaries though, and that are right in their build. I like this set down here an awful lot throughout the day, and again, I think that they have done really well, and I really like their build kind. I think this set down here is awfully good too, and just the way that they're made and assembled out here, I think those are really good, and I think I would really like that dough maybe if we weren't cutting it close on show day. And again, young lady, just knowing where my comfort zone is judging dairy goats out here, and again, I mean no offense, I need them things to be right on show day, and so again, I think that one is awfully good though in terms of kind. I think those three are presented so nice, they're clean, and man, those things are clipped right, they're just very nice in the way that they're presented out here. I think those two sets to me stand out the most, and man, we've got some good does throughout these lineup. All these exhibitors have done such a good job feeding on them, and man, these things have been really good. I think in terms of condition out here today, just my opinion, and I don't want to get to talking too much out here in this lineup. No question, again, if we go off what we've done today, just by default, these guys are going to win this division. We're going to follow up with them for reserve. Congratulations.
Emily Bruner, your champion best herd. Darcy Deem, your reserve champion. We're going to take about a 5-minute break, let all these exhibitors get their does put up, and in about 5 minutes we'll start the weather portion. If you need a sandwich to get you through the next part of the Dairy Goat Show, Farm Bureau just outside the show arena is providing hot dogs, chips, and water for supporting our 4-H program. So if you need a snack, head over and get a hot dog and chips from Farm Bureau.
well, as we kick off the weather show. And again, we put emphasis on balance and lines and look in the dough show, and again, skeletal correctness and all those things are going to fall into play, but obviously muscle is something that we got to have in this set. And I think we talk about the one that's just a little longer in his loin, a little bigger in his loin, and just has a little bit more to him right now. And I think maturity is on his side out here, but young lady that's going to be second in this division, I think that guy just needs more time on feed. It still handles a little green, a little skinny in his back right now. I think that one just a little farther along. Congratulations to both of you.
Hey, Emily, is that one yours? Emily, is that yours? Okay. Emily Bruner, your first place exhibitor, second to Savannah Siebert.
Well, young lady is having an awfully good day out here, and young lady, and we step into the weather part of the show, and again, we just talk about presentation. The skin and hair on all of them that you've brought out have been really good. I think we talk about just needing that little extra finish because, we are going to market with these things. And so I think that guy is a little more ideal in terms of finish out here. He's a little fatter in his loin, a little bigger in his back out here. And I like his skeletal build, too, out here. I think he just puts a lot of things together to win this class. I think the other one that has some size and some muscle to him out here, the other one that presents with a little bigger back, I think both of them need just a little bit more on them in terms of fat and finish on that cover out here. And again, young lady, I think that guy just really green still in his kind. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Your first place exhibitor, Emily Bruner. Second to Haley Dowers, Gracie Weber in third.
Well, we're going to leave them how they are, and they don't always come out lined up the way you like them as a judge, but this time they do. And And I think the real battle is between 2 and 3 in this class. You got 1 and 3rd that's maybe got a little more finish on him, and then you got 1 in 2nd that his edges are naturally just wider in his back, and he's a little greener right now. But this one represents totals, young lady. That guy's got the biggest hip. That guy's got the biggest back, and I think he's ideal in terms of finish. I think his loin blends in really nice out here. That guy's got the bustle and presents the best out here. I think we talk about these two. I'm going to give up a little bit of maturity maybe in terms of back and loin. That guy I think will get it and have just a little bit more once he gets there. This one's maybe a notch more ideal in terms of fat cover and finish over that top. But again, there's just not as much of him out here in terms of width and just genuine muscle. So that's the way I see those two. You can switch them up. That guy wins that one. Congratulations, those exhibitors.
Your first place exhibitor, Darcy Deem. Second is Zoe Meir. Elena Schutte in third.
Well, young lady that leads off this particular drive, I like them the way they are, and I think this view right here, any market livestock, get him on the 3/4 and just studying muscle in relation to build. And that guy has got bigger britches, young lady, a little bigger loin and back in him. I love the way he presents, though. I think skin and hair on that guy is ideal. Very nice job getting him presented out here. The one the young lady's got in second, that one's got a little more size, young lady, a little more length of loin, and I like that out here. I need to match that size with more width and mass if we're going to get him to balance a little better. That's why I like that one to win, young lady. Congratulations.
Darcy Deem in first place, Elena Schutte in second. Now we'll show for your grand champion, Dairyweather.
Well, we get out here for your champion in this division, and man, just talking about some dairy weathers that still bring some muscle to the table, and I know that that's not what they're designed for, and so getting out here and trying to sort through them, again, I think all of these up here do such a good job in terms of build. I think you study them down their tops, and we've got some that are a little greener yet, and we get along the sidelines over there in second, and those just need maybe a notch more time on feed to get that back to fill out a little more out here. And then again, as we talk about these four right here, I think they're the most ideal from that standpoint, and just how they developed. I think this young lady comes out on the one that I like of this two that she had out here, and man, I think that guy's build is really nice from the side, and man, done a nice job, young lady, feeding him. He presents nice out here, and that guy's got a really nice top in him out here. Young lady that wins out of that last class, and young lady, I think that guy, man, I know he's maybe the heaviest weight, but pound for pound, that guy's got a big meaty loin in him. He's got a big hip. He's got a big stifle in him out here as a dairy weather, and man, I think that guy's body lines really fit together well. He looks like a good show weather out here. I've got two that really present nice from that standpoint. I like him best, young lady. He's going to be champion. We'll follow up with that guy for reserve. Congratulations.
Darcy Deem is your grand champion and your grand champion homegrown dairy weather. And Emily Bruner is your reserve champion and reserve grand champion. Darcy Deem was your rate of gain champion with almost a half a pound a day, so just one champion. Was there a reserve too? Right, there is a reserve plate. The reserve would go to Gracie Weber. Okay, it says Haley Dowers.
As you know, 4-H would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. So I'd like to read off our Dairy Goat sponsors. We have Friendship State Bank, Farm Credit Mid-America, Linville Farms, McDonald's of Southeastern Indiana, Helena Agra Enterprises, the Napoleon State Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance in Adams Township, Roger and Donna Linville, Stonebridge Seed Sales, Gabbard Feed Excavating and Trailer Rental, Roger and Donna Linville, Neil's Funeral Home, Glenn and Luann Minchofer, the Schumerman Law Firm, Jason and Monica Hansen Family Farm, GEI Fluid Power, the Ripley County 4-H Corporation Board, Pierceville Hay Pals 4-H Club, Hag Ford, Enneking Auto Body, Donna Barton, Farm Bureau Insurance in Shelby Township, Fred Glover, Jacob and Aaron Minchofer, Kev's Field of Dreams, Trackside Pizza, Gene and Karen Kunz, Fraley Implement, and Twisted Creek Farms. Thank you again to all of our Dairy Goat sponsors.
What does the plate say?
Well, we get out here in our first division of showmanship, and you know, again, I'm not a judge in any species. I ask a lot of questions. I'm not one who would like to turn this into a trivia contest. It's more about how they get them to present out here. I trust project leaders and leaders are going to get the books covered and get all those technical things figured out. You know, again, I only get to spend so much time with them out here, and I know we've got a lot